Hello, good morning from beautiful Puerto Rico. I am sitting here in my office and realized that I'm ready now to set up a schedule. I've been working on so many things in so many different directions. I've had a big, huge list and I've just kind of been hacking away at my list. But now it's coming into focus. I'm getting down to the final days. I set next Wednesday, the 18th, as a intentional day to start officially. So I'm pushing for that date, which means that I really now need to focus and strategize and really get it together. Because my whacking at all the different projects, yes, has gotten a lot done. But I has a bad habit of leaving the final details and kind of moving on to the next stuff, letting the idea generate a little bit in my mind, which is part of that creative process. Think about it a little while, kind of step back from it, look at it, and then get back into it and say, yeah, let's get this ready for showtime. Ginger's back over there. So I'm kind of giving you the rundown of the garden as it's been in transformation. It was kind of overgrown and had been sitting for a little while. Wasn't loved by people for a little while, but then I saw it and I was like, that's it, I'll take it. So this is the remix of life, the remix of getting the things that you have better situated, taking care of problems that are in your life. Everybody has them. But if you don't take care of them, they just sit there. And so situations tend to come down to relationships and either family or personal ones or business ones. Relationships is often something that could be better in life. Or, of course, your money is something that can always be better in life unless you're loaded with it. But that, too, takes strategy, takes ideas, takes creativity, and things that might not have been taught in high school. I'm a former high school teacher. I won awards. In fact, it's funny, I was kind of laughing. My first principal, in fact, my first year, the first award that I won, because I was crazy and did every single thing that he asked me to do, of course I was going to win the award. He said that I got the boys to come to school and that was such an accomplishment because they weren't coming to school. And that was one of the objectives that was put on me as a teacher. Oddly enough, I have nothing to do with kids actually coming to school. On the other hand, maybe I do because I set up incentives. And frankly, I did it with honey buns. I had middle schoolers. They were 6th graders, 8th graders. It was a rough year with a split between the 2 grades. And I'm like, let's just have straight up honey buns. Come to class, we'll have honey buns. And they started coming to school. The principal was like, Miss Peck, what are you doing? I said, well, while we're eating the honey buns, we're reading stories and we're actually doing biography projects. I got the kids to start looking at people they thought were important to them, whether they were athletes or musicians or some of the crazy ones that came out. And I had to be prepared for whatever those 6th grade boys would come up with or the 8th grade boys. Along with the girls at the time, they were all, Taylor Swift world. But, back to my point here, make solutions to your problems. Don't go through life with this miserable, oh, I have problems, everybody's out to get me, my life's miserable. No, it's not. Let's change that up, get a fresh perspective. So I'm making a magical garden. As to what is this? Art is magic. I'm trading in my English teacher shoes for art teacher shoes. I'm doing art every day. I'm putting myself on a schedule. So I'm going to be on a schedule of 7 arts a day. There's 7 kinds of arts. I'm sitting here. I'll show you my schedule, my book, because you got to live it to do it. Here is lineup. My lineup of stuff. I'm going to be doing them every day. I'm starting with digital. So this is going to start about 10 o'clock every day. It's part of my arts oasis of arts. Here's the book I'm working on putting together. This is one of the books I managed to save from the trash dumps. I was gifted it. And I've just been looking at this first one this week. And oddly enough, I'd randomly pulled it out and I randomly opened it up to Man's First Murals, which is just amazing to me that these ancient drawings exist in caves. And the sad part is that it is what is now known as Iran and Mesopotamia. So let's not talk about that. And then the next article was hilarious because there's talking about teachers leaving academia to go work for corporations. And what will happen if all of the professors go take jobs in the corporations? What are we going to do in the classroom? This is from 1962, I think, 1962. Away from the classroom and onto the frontier. Research, all out for research and promotion, and yet someone's left behind. So they're already talking about what happens if all the researchers go running off to be making money. What's that going to do for the people who are doing the research and doing the teaching and getting the next generation to build on everything that's happened in past generations? And so then this is hilarious because this is written from a French novelist to First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy, talking about style and how on selling the style of an age. And so here's influencer, how to be a socialite. Right here, how to do it. Look at the portraits, which is, again, the portraiture, which is one of the things that we do in the remix kit. The portraiture here of Jackie Onassis. Kennedy Onassis, I should say. She was Jacqueline Kennedy, First Lady at this point. So history repeats itself. Art shows who we are, shows the ages. This is the French nobility age. This is Jacqueline Kennedy in the 60s. What kind of art are we making? What kind of art are we enjoying? Why don't you come on out to my new art studio and make some art? I'm going to have 7 different kinds of kits that go with all the different kinds of arts. And I've got a couple people saying hi. Hello. Thank you for joining me here. I'm in my art studio / classroom. Excuse me. Although I promise it's going to be fun. It's not going to be a classroom that's boring. I think that's how I used to get the boys to come to class, was that I'm anything but boring. Because we'd listen to whatever music they wanted to listen to. And then we'd talk about whoever it was that was there and what they thought was important and why they were there thinking about it. That's doing critical thinking. That's demonstrating skill development. And the more you practice it, the better you get at it. So I have to practice what I preach too. So here I am doing my digital arts in the morning, Joy West Press. I'm here at the Oasis de Artes in Camuy, Puerto Rico. And invite you to come on over. Check out the website, joywestpress.com. That's what I need to go work on right now. Update that information. But really, just subscribe below, comment below, follow along, ask me questions, give me a problem to solve. I like solving problems. It can be all sorts of things: relationships, money, career. That's what I do. Problem solving, critical thinking here in Camuy, Puerto Rico. So I would love feedback. I'd love to tell you more about how I do it. I'd love to help you work through whatever it is you're struggling with. That's why I'm here. That's why I came to Puerto Rico and enjoying the beautiful life and helping everybody get whatever theirs is as well. So that's my remix kit update. Excuse me. Yes, the book is on Amazon. Joy West Press as the author. The Best Life Remix Kit on Amazon. It also in Spanish, Mejora tu Vida Club en Español on Amazon. Best Life Remix Kit, Mejora tu Vida Club Remix Kit. Follow along, subscribe, visit me. Have a wonderful day. I've got work I got to go do for real. Like, seriously, update the website. Okay, talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.